Acknowledging Ties platform, have you found that there's less of that administrative burden and you're able to focus more on the things that you love to do?
No, honestly, we're still in the process of transitioning to Tide. So I think initially there always is, as Todd mentioned, all the forms that have to be filled out, all of those systems, the budget, everything has to be aligned. And then I would anticipate after about 1 more month, when all of that is settled out, that's when we'll start to see that administrative burden decrease.
More than a question, it's really an observation. I'm so impressed with what you present today, the way that Artreach is able to gather people together and just tell your story. This is just absolutely enriching. So really kudos to you and your resilience and your perseverance. And I want to acknowledge the resilience and the perseverance, because as one of the funders that would invite you to dinner and then send you away hungry, or perhaps with a glass of tap water, I know, and I'm not saying that, but to acknowledge how incredibly difficult it is for you to weather these storms that aren't going to necessarily be clear. So when I think about what we started off with as an idea many years ago, which was supposed to be this simple one-window funding center, one size fits all, and how far we have come, which isn't as far as we'd like to come. I'd like to ask you, and this is the challenge I would throw out, if we have an opportunity, whether it's the Pan Am Games Street Art Fund, to do it differently, what would you, instead of the funders trying to design it, and you don't have to answer it now, what would you say, this is what we think could work and would make it easier, in addition to the funding, would give us the recipe from your perspective, and then maybe we can work from that as opposed to us giving you a recipe that's missing a lot of pieces.
I appreciate that. I have 5 ideas off the top of my head already, so I'm ready to talk to you. The one thing I would throw out though, without having thought through that a lot, would be that less strings attached to the funds. Because I think initially Artreach was envisioned to be, $1 million in the pot and needing to be spent as it needed to be spent. And I think what made it really challenging at times was the restrictions on the use of funds, the rules that sort of came along the way, that popped up along the way. So I would say if it's possible to have that be, some money for administration and the bulk of it for programming and less strings as possible.
So think about what the strings are that are actually useful for you and funders say that they must have.
Yes.
Thank you. And thank you for everything that you do.
Can we use his little video to inspire others?
Yes, 100%.
And where will we find it?
So it just has one more phase to go through before it's finalized. It was a bit of a sneak peek today, but we'll definitely make it available on our website probably in the next 2 weeks. Thank you. It was a lot of work. I have to say thank you to Tess and May, who are the script writers with me. There's me and Tess. Oh my God, how many nights we spent in the space? Like 10, 11 o'clock holding our hair out with the script. It was so difficult.
That's why it's so short now.
Put it on the Community Knowledge Center as well.
Oh, that's right. Okay, we'll definitely do that. Thank you.
And I thought it was, if I was able to use this as your report for funding that I would like to give you, that works for me. It works for me personally, so our task is to figure out how we can use your creativity to meet our own reporting requirements.
Anybody else? Don't be shy. Comments? They don't have to be questions.
Yeah, I might have a comment. In some of the early evaluation sessions, the whole notion of exploration of different platforms and so on came up. But one of the ideas that came up was, could Artreach actually inspire arts councils, whether they be municipal, provincial, or federal, to look at the model and to, really understand how valuable it is and how effective it is in dealing with youth. So I'm just asking you to keep that on your radar in terms of, just being able to think about, this is a good positioning that you've got right now, and could you share what you know with all the arts councils in a way that could open up some new thinking?
In your free time.
That might come back around.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay. So we'll wrap that up. All right. So, thank you very much, Todd.